additional witness on behalf of the defense panel, Your Honor.
Granted.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, Your Honors. May it please the Court. During my presentation, I will present two witnesses who will testify, Your Honor, on the decision pertaining to the ownership of the Basa Guidote Corporation. I wish to state the relevance before we proceed because, consistent with the mood of the Court, I wish to request for admissions. So if you will allow me some leeway, I wish to point out that
Proceed.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The relevance of the ownership, of the actual ownership of the Basa Guidote pertains directly to matters stated in the SALN of the Chief Justice. It involves the 11 million pesos that was borrowed and repaid, and it may involve other acquisitions which may or may not have been drawn from the Basa Guidote funds. That is why we need to present these witnesses.
All right, proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we call to the stand the Clerk of Court of Branch 216 of the RTC of Quezon City, Lucita Christie, Your Honor. Alin pa yung rin na mamad? Saan? Where is it?
Please, Madam Witness, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this impeachment proceeding?
Yes, ma'am.
So help you God.
Your Honor, on the part of the prosecution, may we ask permission that Attorney Cynthia Corazon Rojas be recognized to receive the testimony and later on to conduct cross-examination.
Granted.
Thank you.
Before I proceed, Your Honor, I would like to invite the prosecution to admit the content for an admission of the substance of the of the testimony of the witness, which incidentally, Your Honor, also constitutes the purpose for which the testimony is offered.
Well, you better propound the questions first. If I were the lawyer from the other side, how can I
Yes, Your Honor.
agree with you
Yeah.
before you open your mouth to ask the question?
Yes, Your Honor, precisely. So, if this witness will proceed with her testimony, first she will testify that criminal cases Q96-68147 and Q96-68148 were heard before the RTC of Quezon City, and these two cases are cases for libelous publication, entitled People of the Philippines against Jose Maria Basa et al., the uncle of Mrs. Cristina Corona. Second,
Just for the record,
Yes.
Your Honor, may I be excused? We will stipulate on that matter.
thank you. Second, her testimony is offered to establish that a decision of conviction was arrived at in these two cases dated September 5, 2001. May I have an
We will
admission?
stipulate.
Those are matters of record. We can even take judicial notice of those things. Just present them.
If you will allow me, Your Honor, will expedite because it appears that the opposing counsel is willing to stipulate anyway.
Precisely.
We would be very happy if you would allow us to put this on record.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Third, that a motion for reconsideration was resolved dated September 2, and that the same became final on October 12, both in the year of 2002, in both cases.
We will stipulate on that matter, Your Honor.
Fourth, that a writ of execution for the said judgment was issued on April 23, 2003.
Again, we will stipulate on that matter, the matter being matter of record.
Your Honors, inasmuch as all the matters, all the important points to be testified to by this witness have been admitted by the prosecution, we ask that the witness be excused.
Your Honor, please. May we be allowed?
Yes.
By way of counter-stipulation, will the defense be willing to admit that insofar as the accused Jose Maria Basa is concerned, he died on August 29, 2002?
We have no knowledge, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Therefore, would the defense be also willing to stipulate that during the pendency of the motion for reconsideration, which was stated by the good counsel of the defense, there was a pending motion for reconsideration on the conviction as well as on the civil award in favor of the private complainant. in this
I'm
case.
confused. There was a motion for reconsideration.
You
When?
said that the motion for reconsideration was
Resolved.
ruled upon,
Yeah.
resolved,
And then went final on 12 October 2002.
yes. But it is during this period, and we're going to prove that on August 29, 2002, the accused Jose Maria Basa died.
I'm not aware of this.
If the accused is not willing to
circumstance.
stipulate on this matter, Mr. President, I'm afraid that we should allow the defense to present this witness.
Yeah.
Let me just verify. I'm unaware of Mr. Basa's death. Personally, I cannot.
But this is born of the records.
Is
This
it
will
on
be
the
part of
record?
the cross-examination.
All right, we'll stipulate that he passed away on August 29, did you say?
I thought you have no knowledge.
No, personal, Your Honor. She says it's on the record. I'll take her word for it. Anyway, the records are here. Clerk of court is here.
With the witness will be willing to make it of record that indeed this notice of death was given to and submitted as part of the record.
If you allow me, I'm on direct still, Your Honor.
No, but we are trying to
I'll
expedite
ask
the
her the
proceedings.
question. I'll ask her the question. Yeah, with
Counsel, respect this court, no?
the permission of the Honorable Court, Your Honor, I want to establish the veracity of the proposition made by
All right.
the prosecution. Madam Witness, can you please tell us whether or not there is anything in the records that attests to the death or establishes the time of or date of death of the defendant, Jose Mbasa?
Wala po.
I cannot stipulate
Wala pong
that.
notice of death.
In which case, if there are no further questions on direct, may we be allowed to go directly to cross?
On what, Your Honor?
Because the witness is supposed to be here to testify on pertinent records pertaining to this case. And while we did admit the existence of several documents which transpired during the proceedings in this case, there are also several details which are indirect matters which have an importance in the
Perhaps
proceedings.
you can, if I may, Your Honor, perhaps counsel would be kind enough to request for a stipulation likewise.
Okay. Maybe request,
order.
maybe,
If you cannot stipulate, proceed to direct the questions to the witness.
thank you, Your Honor.
Would you like to stipulate?
No, you
No,
are directed to
Very well, Your Honor.
proceed with your direct examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. With the permission of the Honorable Court. Madam Witness, can you please state for the record your personal circumstances?
I am
Name and personal circumstances, I'm sorry.
I am Lucita Masangkay Christie of Legal Aids Filipino, married and a resident of Valenzuela City. I am the branch clerk of court of Branch 216, Regional Trial Court, Branch 216, Quezon City.
How long have you been the clerk of court of the Branch 216, Madam Witness?
Since October 1999, sir.
All right. Now, during your time as the clerk of court, are you still the current clerk of court?
Yes, sir.
As clerk of court, Madam Witness, can you tell us whether or not you are familiar with criminal case numbers Q9668147 and Q9668148?
I am familiar, sir.
All right. Can you please tell us what is the title of these cases?
This is People of the Philippines. Actually, there are two cases.
Yes.
People of the Philippines versus Jose Maria Basa, Raimunda Basa, Felix Carlos Becentilio, Virgilio Macabenta, Cecilia Basa, Betsy Basa, and can I look at my records? Sir?
Your Honor, may we request that the witness be allowed to refer to the records?
Granted.
And Flor Maria Basa, Flor Maria Guidote Basa.
Now, Madam Witness, can you please tell the Honorable Court what was the charge or the nature of the criminal cases? If I recall correctly, this should appear on the face of the pleadings.
Your Honor, please, we already admitted that this is a libel case.
All right?
So there is no need for
The
that
court has
question.
Your Honor, may I proceed? Thank you. Please, go ahead.
The cases were for libel.
All right. Can you please tell us whether or not and when, if any, a decision was rendered in these cases?
A decision was rendered on September 5, 2001, sir.
How many decisions were rendered? Because you told me earlier there were 2 cases.
Only one decision, sir, because the 2 cases were consolidated.
Does that mean that they were heard jointly?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what was the decision of the... Do you have a copy of that decision with you?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the decision has been previously marked. Right?
Your Honor, please, we would like to manifest that the defense has already caused the marking of the same exhibit, and this is Exhibit 176 for the defense.
All right. Noted.
All right. Can you tell us, Madam Witness, what does the dispositive portion of the decision state? Can you please attest to the outcome of the decision?
We have already admitted, Your Honor, on the same, that there was a conviction.
Your Honor, I'm a little perplexed. I thought that there had been no admissions, precisely why I have been
Your Honor,
directed to
please.
proceed.
We have made several stipulations already on the matters. Now, perhaps counsel here would be able to propound questions on those matters which we have not stipulated upon.
I said disregard the stipulation. Let it be.
We will submit, Your Honor.
Direct the questions and subject to the objections of the prosecution.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I just therefore request that the clerk of court, who is here to certify the decision and to attest to its authenticity anyway, read the dispositive portion for the benefit of the record and all concerned.
Proceed. The witness may read the dispositive portion of the decision.
Wherefore, in criminal case number Q-96-68147, the court finds accused Jose Maria Basa III, Raimunda Gorospe Basa, and Virgilio Macabenta guilty beyond reasonable doubt of the crime charged in the information for libel, and the court sentences them to suffer the penalty of 4 months and 21 days as minimum to 1 year, 8 months, and 21 days as maximum, ordering them to pay jointly and solidarily Cristina Basa Rocco Corona the sum of 200,000 pesos moral damages and 50,000 pesos for attorney's fees. Accused Cecilia Henson Basa, Betsy Basa Ten Chavez, and Flor Maria Guidote Basa are hereby acquitted. In criminal case number Q-96-68148, the court finds accused Jose Maria Basa III, Raimunda Gorospe Basa, and Virgilio Macabenta guilty beyond reasonable doubt of the crime charged in the information for libel, and the court sentences them to suffer the penalty of 4 months and 21 days as minimum to 1 year, 8 months, and 21 days as maximum, ordering them to pay jointly and solidarily Cristina Basa Rocco Corona the sum of 200,000 pesos for moral damages and 50,000 pesos for attorney's fees. Accused Cecilia Henson Basa, Betsy Basa Ten Chavez, and Flor Maria Guidote Basa